Well, you people have probably been waiting for a couple of years for this one. But now I actually have a PlayStation 3, I can finally get to this game in the series. Which I may as well go ahead and thank my friend Coda9001 for lending me a copy of this, since I never had this game, obviously. Then again, I recently just got a PlayStation 3. Oh god, I gotta install everything? Oh man. Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, it's obvious what we'll be playing, so welcome everybody to my debut of Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, Blind. This is your host, the MJ406, and, well, I was not expecting the game to need another install. Although, before I cut away, I may as well just say one little thing. And, well, I guess I have been looking really forward to this one, trying to see where Solid Snake's story ends, because to my knowledge, this is basically where the whole story, ends for Solid Snake as a whole. At least from what little I know of it. Not that I know too much. But, this game trying to give me advice, don't be a dickhead. He's really gonna smoke at me for 16 minutes, anyway. God, really trying to make it so you don't get put liable for anybody hurting themselves playing this game. Jeez. But yep, I bought a PlayStation 3, kind of really just to play this game, sadly enough. Although, I will say that I have been looking forward to it, and well, there's one thing I've learned over these years is that if there's a Sony console that's worth trying to get right now, it's a PlayStation 3. Because, according to PlayStation 5, there seems to be no way to natively play a PS3 game in anything other than a PS3. So, figured I may as well. And since this game doesn't seem like it's going to be remade or re-released in any sort of form that's not PlayStation related, well, it feels like it's locked on the PlayStation 3. And that's the thing about it. Because of its whole weird architecture, it's just not able to, well, yeah, be done well in another format. Okay, we really just gonna watch him smoke all this time? God damn it, alright. You know what? Let's just skip this whole fucking installation thing. We'll be back when this is actually loaded. Alright, we're at 100%. Can I finally get going now? He's literally been smoking a cigarette here for like 15, 16 minutes. Alright, we can finally get started. I even took the time to get a shower. Thanks, Nick. Huh? Let's finally get going to this shit. I actually want to see what this game's about, not just watch Snake smoke for 16 minutes. Okay, now it looks like we're actually in the game. Okay. At least it came with an interesting loading screen, I guess. That's cool and stuff, but all I wanted to do, that's what I like about the newer consoles. If they have to load data, they'll load it through the consoles menu and actually download the data before you even start the game. For this game, you have to go into it to download the data you need to play it if you're playing the disc version. What the fuck? Well, anyway, yes, now with that out of the way, and I guess some other sponsorships about the sound editing and all that, we can finally get started in this game. I actually have been looking forward to playing this game, just to finally get a conclusion for myself in this series, because I'll just say straight up, this could potentially be the last Metal Gear Solid game I play for the channel. Because I know the story at 5 apparently ends poorly, and, well, I have to decide if I really feel like Peace Walker's worth it. Which would lead me into 5 anyway, but either way, here we are with Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. The 4th and last mission, I believe, for Solid Snake. Because everything else, I think, is Big Boss. Well, 3 was technically Big Boss as well. That's beside the point. Yes. Which, if the hint at the end of 3 was something to go by, the one that Ocelot worked for was the director of the CIA, who seems to have some other major objective of his own. I wonder if that's going to come into play in this. And I think, to my knowledge, a lot of the gameplay from 3 carries over to this one, which also, I think I've heard that Apparently, Metal Gear Solid 3 was going to be the last of the Metal Gear Solid games that Kojima wanted to do, but I think Konami told him to keep doing more. So from what I heard, apparently this one kind of had to be forced a little from Kojima. I've also heard this is one of the more polarizing Metal Gear Solid games. Some people say it's the best of the franchise, but from one of my friends has told me what I've heard a few times on the internet, at least from what little I know of the game, there are some segments that make people be like, what? Why? And also, so one of the complaints I had with 2 about the games being cutscene heavy, apparently this game ups that, so that's going to be fun. Alright, we're just going to watch Old Man Snake just stand here all day. Let's just get into this game and see what we got going on. I imagine, well, one of my first times playing the game with PS5 controllers. PlayStation 3 controller, idiot. I probably shouldn't change anything. Give me cutscene subtitles. And I guess in-game subtitles. Always nice to have, because I just do not expect myself to be able to keep up with everything going on. I always do a better job reading. Oh. Alright, so R2 will change preferred weapon. Item would be L2. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I guess I don't need that. I could really change these if I really felt like it, I guess. Then again, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid games since I last played 3, so... Ooh, practice weapons in the virtual range. Install. Well, I already installed everything, I think. Oh, God. Okay, good. I'm like, no, don't do it again, no! Okay. I don't know if it's worth looking at anything right now. Yeah, instead of trying to actually... Oh. Well, you need to actually play the game to get to that point, idiot. Oh, God. Am I going to actually run through this by accident when I go into the game? I'm just trying to look at things. I should have just started the game like a normal person should have, but instead I'm exploring the menus, hoping for something interesting. Mission briefing. Who knows? Maybe I don't go over this when we start the game up. May as well make sure. Nice to know the game's separated into acts, too. Huh. This game's gonna be a little more...
Only 2 eggs today? Solidus must have taken the day off. 7, 8, 9, 2...
What, is Solidus still a thing?
3, 6, oh.
I was kind of thought he died. Unless this is just... Oh, I was supposed to follow the events of 2, that's right. Maze is immediately following. What the hell is that number code? What the hell is that? I said, well, I've heard of the graphics of this game, and from what I can see so far,
incident triggered a serious public backlash.
It looks really freaking
the
nice.
US has to think twice before intervening militarily in other countries' affairs.
Especially for a PS3 game.
The push towards military privatization, with PMCs at the heart of that movement.
PMCs? Private military companies?
That's right. PMCs have no basis in nations or ideologies. They are private enterprises, driven by profit. In addition to dispatching mercenaries to war zones, they secure weapons and train local soldiers. They're contractors for war itself, and business is good. Their clientele
a lot of killing,
developed nations like the US, rebel factions looking to seize power by force, smaller countries lacking armies of their own, even terrorist groups. They're in the Americas, Asia, the South Pacific, Europe, Africa, the Middle East. The rise of the PMC has spawned a war by proxy, and it's spreading across the globe.
Sonny, we'll eat them later, okay?
Oh, okay.
Every age has its mercenary. These PMCs
Daughter of one
are
of them?
nothing new.
Okay.
We've been dealing with them since before the turn of the century.
No, Snake. They're nothing like the mercenaries of the past.
They're ready.
Sorry, I'm a little busy right now.
You're really obsessed with your machines instead of your...
Pentagon's new battle
whatever daughter that is.
system
Otacon.
has produced a decisive difference between hired guns and the PMCs of today. The system was developed by Arms Tech Security.
Arms Tech? You mean AT Corp?
Yeah. In recent years, AT Corp has shifted focus from weapons development to security tools. And since the establishment of AT Security, business has been booming. The system makes it possible to integrate not only micro-level information on individual soldiers and units, but also macro-level information about field conditions and order of battle.
So they finally achieved total real-time battlefield control.
That's right. And as a result, the global presence of PMCs has grown explosively. Truth is, the rise of system-controlled PMCs
Thank you.
has led to a
Now I can
dramatic
see.
decline in civilian casualties and human rights violations on the battlefield.
A cleaner, safer battlefield.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Makes for nice propaganda.
Exactly. It's a battlefield. Why the fuck would anybody, you know, even want that? They're gonna go to war, they want it to be nasty. Well, then I guess they want to hide the fact from everybody else that there is war going on. People are dying. Those are all cigarette butts, right? Yep. Don't get this. Okay. Cigarettes have ruined my dad!
Snake! You were smoking again, weren't you?
I'm not your dad.
This is non-smoking.
Oh, they're on a plane. That makes more sense. He really loves to smoke.
State
Got worse with
governments
age.
and rebel groups can't match the maintenance price of standing forces. PMCs, by comparison, are reliable, easy to use. It wasn't long before everybody had them on the payroll.
Nice cute little sister you got there, Otacon. Nice.
And as a result, regular armies began to decline worldwide.
Oh, cool. The regular armies are
It's hard to believe
not
right
going to be
now,
much of a thing
but
now, huh?
PMCs are beginning to overtake
these
conventional
PMCs.
armies in terms of scale. Nowadays, it's the PMCs who serve as standard.
So it's basically a bunch
battalions.
of mechs
They
have
already
taken
make up
over.
60% of all combatant forces in
Huh.
zones of conflict.
It feels like a war of the future,
60%.
honestly.
The fact is, the world now depends largely on PMCs for waging its wars.
Cool.
I thought it was the UN that authorized the PMCs in the first place.
The U.S. abstained from voting on that resolution.
Oh.
In effect, Washington was endorsing PMCs without ever revealing its true.
Oh, the U.S. ruined everything for the rest of the world. Who'd have thought?
End of the uprising, that is.
The US has exported too much military power.
Oh, now we're getting to the
Now
fucking
she's paying the price.
That's exactly
the
it.
political propaganda
America
because
has
you
now
love to
turned
go
war
for.
into a form of economic activity. Analysts
Not
are
really
calling
propaganda,
it
but it's
the
kinda
war
true, isn't it?
economy, in that it's picking up the slack for the downward sloping oil market. But I, for one, don't intend to simply stand by and watch it happen.
That's right.
For the PMCs, market expansion entails fanning the flames of war. It means more refugees.
War orphans. Child soldiers.
And back to this again.
Yes. Even as PMC soldiers get more specialized, they're also getting
So a
younger,
lot of specialized young
Mercenaries
soldiers are
spun
the ones
off
running
from
these
city
things.
armies, Unmanned weapons. Child soldiers.
So just continue what they did with
Proxy
fucking
battles
Solidus
in
and
the
Raiden.
Cold War.
There
Cool.
are hundreds of PMCs in business worldwide, and their numbers are growing.
Nice to know we did actually just make things
Currently,
worse.
5 of them are big enough to be labeled global powers.
Oh.
2 in the U.S., and 1 each in the U.K., France, and Russia.
That sounds legit.
Reconnaissance has revealed that those 5 PMCs are run by a dummy corporation that acts as a single mother company.
Oh, the real
This
evil.
mother company embodies the 5 largest PMCs. Her name is Outer Heaven.
Again.
Outer heaven. You mean?
That's right. It's Liquid.
Liquid is back, motherfucker.
He's taken command
How?
of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
I watched him die.
Yes, but he was inside Ocelot, remember?
In the body
Exactly.
of a man once known as Ocelot.
I remember that.
He aims to fan the flames of war even higher, to create the perfect world.
So he's like a
once
combination of
envisioned by Big
Ocelot
Boss.
and Liquid now? Oh,
A
God.
world in which soldiers will always have
When I think
a
about
place.
it,
He must be stopped.
that's actually pretty
before
terrifying.
It's too late.
At least Liquid knows how to use a gun now.
Do you understand, Snake? any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection. Even if it means
Killing him.
Probably should.
You want Liquid dead.
Honestly,
Isn't that right, Colonel?
now they're giving the controls too.
I'm sorry. I know. This isn't justice. It's a covert assignment. A hired hit. A wet works op targeting the head of a major multinational corporation.
Why me?
Because of the military might of the PMC.
Okay, so I actually paused during this if I really wanted. And now at the point I can actually skip these. Okay, so it's not one of those you can accidentally skip. I was just curious.
The effect they have on the economy.
So Select gives you this
War
menu.
is to the 21st century what oil was to the 20th. The pillar that supports
You
the
can swap
global
between these,
economy.
okay.
You'll recall a rather alarming report issued by that American think tank during the Cold War. One that described a new model for perpetual war. What we're facing now is a whole new ballgame.
Iron Mountain's Delphi technique.
That was fiction. It existed only on paper. The reality is far more serious. The global
I want to be part of the conversation.
concerned, but they're all too afraid of the war economy collapsing to do anything about it. The UN, too.
Okay.
Sounds pretty self-serving to me.
Snake. This mission isn't an order from Washington. Not like the old days. And it's not something the UN can officially sanction either. But we can't just look the other way while Liquid plots this insurrection.
No shit.
If we fail to act, he'll become the greatest threat the world has ever
It's
faced.
basically Metal Gear Solid 1 again, from the sounds of it. Just on a much greater scale now, following what happened in Solid 2.
You're the only man I can trust.
Can you please get that back? I'm not done with it yet. I haven't started with it. Give it a fucking dude.
Fine. Let's hear it.
Our intelligence on Liquid's uprising originally comes via reports from U.S. Special Forces, who were mobilized after we at the UN reported our findings. They're tracking Liquid's movements. About 18 hours ago, he was spotted in the Middle East.
There's a rebel army in the Middle East, made up of ethnic minorities, waging civil war against the regime in power.
The core of that regime's army is provided by one of the PMCs under Liquid's control.
What about the rebels?
The local militias have hired small numbers of operators as trainers and field commanders. And of course, they've got help from the local PMCs.
Not surprising.
Right.
It's gonna be like dealing with
A
mini
proxy
Metal
war
Gears.
between hired guns.
PMC versus PMC. A quagmire of war. All too typical victims of the new world economy. Snake, you'll be sneaking into the conflict zone via transport truck, disguised as one of the rebel army's hired operators. Your first objective is to make contact with our informants, Rat Patrol Team 01. They'll be expecting you.
Rat Patrol, huh? They sound sneaky.
They're a special forces team assigned to the Army's PMC Investigation Unit, CID.
CID.
Okay, thank you for that. I was gonna say, well, these fucking acronyms. The real
Vouch for
rats.
them personally.
Like I said,
of yours.
the real rats of the army.
You could say that.
I have a feeling.
Transportation to the area will be provided under cover of a UN humanitarian aid mission. with support from the U.S. military. From there on, though, you'll get no protection and no guarantees from anyone. And you must not leave behind any evidence of your involvement in the area, let alone that of the UN. If word of this ever leaked out, it would spark a global firestorm. Snake. Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
Well, I wanted to do it the first time. May as well do it now. Then again, see, someone got part of himself in
PMCs.
frickin' Ocelot.
I don't need your money.
Thank you.
But if you're going to spark something, spark this.
We can't smoke on this flight. You already know that. You think I give a fuck about the rules at this point?
I'll start my own fire.
So, it's a battle against Liquid again. I guess he's still inhabiting Ocelot, as it were. Well, that makes about as much sense as a lot of the series has up to this point, so it just sounds like... It just sounds ridiculous. Oh, goddamn, that was just a briefing, right. Why would I do this? Okay, let's see what we got. Liquid Easy. Naked Normal for players who don't like it too easy. Solid Normal, players who are skilled action games. And Big Boss Hard for players who want to test their limits. Oh. Well, I did do Hard for free. May as well go on Big Boss Hard for this. If we're going over the same cutscene again, I'm just going to skip it, honestly.
Nice and easy meal.
What the fuck?
Easy on the heart, but good.
What?
Has a nice taste to it. None of today's,
Oh, yeah. And if he says it's filling, you know it's filling. Believe me, he ain't lying. This guy doesn't joke around about his food. Oh, no. He is dead serious. And I'm sure it tastes delicious.
How's it taste?
Certainly smells fantastic.
you gotta be good to your body, you know? Loyal to your body.
The hell?
Cooking for.
Yo, this is wild.
Oh, yes. To the whole family. Or, if you have a significant other that you want to impress, ladies, are you paying attention?
Look at all these wild animals you can eat. Oh.
Well, better yet, why don't you just put down those papers and pencils, and I want you to follow along with us. It looks like it's ready. Oh, I can't
Jeez,
wait
really
to
getting a lot of the
get
old
it.
wild cooking from Solid 3 in this.
Tasty.
Yeah, made it for my wife last night.
And did she love it?
She was mad because I hadn't made it for her sooner.
There you go.
Mad? How could you get mad about
What the
food?
fuck is going on with this?
Sure.
Well, no, I was just kidding. Susan is a great woman. Love her. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It looks like, yes, we are now ready for the ceremonial snake cutting.
There we
You know
go.
what that means.
I'm waiting for this.
Of the audience to come on down and test out the chef's new knife.
Is that a lizard with rockets strapped on it?
Guy. I don't bite, but this guy might. This is the last chapter in this snake's life.
Foreshadowing? Okay, probably was good. I went over the mission briefing then. Alright. Oh, jeez.
The thing that goes bump in the night nearby. A sense of duty when the risks run high.
That feels like a crazy action movie.
Wishes they didn't try. Wakey, wakey. Praying mantis unmanned surveillance systems.
Oh, wow. A praying mantis robot? Okay, that's creative, but The fuck? What's the military been doing all this money and all this time? Jesus. Okay. That was fucking weird. I don't know how to feel about this. Let's just go and see what's gonna happen in the not too distant future on a tired battlefield. War has become routine. I'm surprised they didn't talk about Ukraine. That was a good bit after this game got released. Jesus. Besides, this game is based on American politics for the most part, so. Wow, it took us fucking over a half hour to finally get to it being called a Hideo Kojima game. Starring David Hayter as Solid Snake. With Patrick Zimmerman and Jennifer Hale as other respective characters. I forget who they are. I'm sure it'll become apparent. Tia Pacelli is that young girl, and Christopher Randolph, I wanted to say that was Otakon, but I don't remember. Debbie Mae West and Paul N. Eiding. No idea. Now we're seen to be in a desert of some kind. Gwen Flynn. Oh yeah, Brian's in this game, I think. Kari Payne. No idea who that voice is. Kim, my guest. And Laura Cody. Along with Dave Fennoy, James Sigg, and Bing Spies. Phil Lamar. Oh, Phil Lamar? Wow. And Lee Merriweather. Yeah, this looks like a war zone, all right. Richard Doyle. That's a certain name I was expecting to pop up, unless it's going to be one of the last names I mentioned. Joe Kamuda. Now I can see firsthand how the war has changed.
It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity.
I was thinking about it in the episode. You know what? Let's may as well just see the opening cutscene now.
Fought by mercenaries
and see exactly what happens. Why the hell not?
And its consumption
oh yeah,
life
I'm in the rat with the rat squad, whatever. That's right. Well, it's a good thing I did that briefing then.
War has changed. ID tag soldiers carry ID tag weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities.
Goddamn nanomachines.
Control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control.
As I would suspect. Basically all fucking changed. Snake, basically.
The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history. War has changed.
I get it.
When the battlefield is
and yet it hasn't changed much at all.
War,
if I'm going to be honest with you.
Becomes routine.
Yeah. I mean, wars are fought differently over time, but they all lead to the same result. Just a bunch of senseless murder. I don't even need to be here. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. You guys have fun with this. Have fun dying for no good reason. Sucks to be you. Damn, this gun sucks. Once again, it can't be any good weapons in the mission. What the fuck, guys? How long have I been a soldier, you guys still can't give me good fucking weapons? What the hell? Look. I could have ended up like these idiots. If I was not trained anyway. Really does have a big hatred boner for war. I guess I can't blame him. Ground Zero, we're not in Metal Gear Solid 5. Alright, well, I guess I'll end this episode here. Alright, so we're in a war zone after being briefed that basically we're going after basically a big dummy corporation having all these new PMC weapons, all these new soldiers referred to as Outer Heaven. The Liquid Snake has finally taken full control of Ocelot, I guess, and is, well, I guess go over another thing of world domination. Alright, well, we didn't get to do any gameplay this episode, but at least we got to see exactly what was going on with the plot. I am glad I did that this time. It actually makes more sense now. So, come back next time, and we will finally make our way through, I guess, whatever this war zone is. Am I actually going to fight my way through here? I imagine. This is probably like a tutorial section for getting the handle of combat. I would imagine. Because even if it's not your first game of this, even if it's your first game of the series, you may want the tutorials, I guess. And I only have the disc. I don't have a physical box for this, so I have to go off of memory and hope I know what I'm doing. Anyway, welcome everybody to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. If you can't tell from the freaking installation, this is the first time I even turned on this game on my PS3. So, yeah, I haven't even looked at what this game's going to be like. But I can tell it's probably going to be a heck of a lot of fun? Maybe? Well, to see. This episode is pretty much all cutscenes, so who knows? Come back next time. We will actually go to the war zone and see if I can actually get somewhere. It looks like there's a map showing where my destination is supposed to be. Either that or I'm being targeted by somebody, which means... Okay, no, that's my destination. Thank you, map. Well, see you guys next time we actually get forward to this war zone. And finally put an end to Liquid. Yeah, well, I feel like it's going to be a long journey before then.